السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد، فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة لمن كان يرجو الله واليوم الآخر وذكر الله كثيرا. وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: من لا يرحم لا يرحم، أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. متفق عليه. صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم، ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين، والحمد لله رب العالمين. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي رب زدني علما. My respected elders and brothers, the hadith that I mentioned in front of you is the hadith of Bukhari and Muslim. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was sitting. Hassan bin Ali radiallahu anhuma, his grandson, oldest grandson, he passed by. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam kissed him. Aqra bin Habis radiallahu anhu was also sitting there, and he witnessed this. And he said, "O Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, I have 10 sons, and I have never kissed any one of my son." So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam looked at him, and he said, Man la yarham la yurham. The one who does not show mercy to others, mercy will not be shown unto him. The one who does not show mercy to others, in other words, Allah will not show mercy unto him. In another narration, it is mentioned that when he said this, that I have never kissed any one of my 10 sons, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if Allah has taken out mercy from your heart, how can I return mercy to you? Aqra bin Habis radiyallahu an बैठे थे. आप सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने हसन रदियल्लाहु अन को चूमा, प्यार किया अपने नवासे को. तो अक़रा बिन हाबिस रज़ियल्लाहु अन्हु ने फरमाया, अल्लाह के रसूल सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम, मेरे तो 10 बेटे हैं, मैंने आज तक किसी को प्यार नहीं किया. तो आप सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने फरमाया कि जो रहम नहीं करता उस पे रहम नहीं किया जाता. दूसरी रिवायत में है कि अगर अल्लाह ने तुम्हारे दिल से रहम निकाल ही लिया है तो मैं कैसे तुम्हारे दिल में दोबारा रहम डालूं. What does it tell us? The ulama say the lesson of this hadith is, it is the right of the kids, whether it's our kids, my sons and daughters, or either whether it's the sons and daughters of the believers, the brothers and sisters, it is their right, one of their rights, that we should love them. We should show mercy to them. We should treat them in a lovable and gentle manner. This is the basic right of every child. And if this right is not fulfilled by me and you, when they are growing up, once the kids grow up, they won't even spend so much time with them as compared to the time they spend with us when they are young, especially in this country. Forget about it. So when it is the time, including myself, we all busy, and we are busy. That's nothing, it's not wrong, it's a fact, but we need to squeeze out time. We need to express to them, we need to say it from our tongue. ये बात हमें समझ में नहीं आती क्योंकि हमारे मुल्कों में ये ऐसी चीज़ नहीं थी. But we have to literally express it to them that we love you, we care for you. We have to show it by our actions, otherwise the vacuum will stay in them. And once they grow up, this vacuum and this loneliness will contribute towards frustration and aggressiveness. Once the child is grown up, high school age, college age, then we complain, मेरा बच्चा बहुत aggressive हो गया है, फौरन गुस्से में आ जाता है. He has aggressiveness in him. He doesn't have gentleness. So there are many contributing factors to this, and this is one of the contributing factors, that it is my and your fault that we did not give them those expressions of love and gentle behavior and time that we were supposed to give. This is the first lesson of this hadith. So basically today's topic is showing mercy to others. And the ulama say, though Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam just said these few words, man la yarham la yurham, 5 words, But this hadith is one of the Jawami'ul Kalim. Jawami' is the plural of Jami', which means comprehensive. Kalim is the plural of kalima, which means words. So those are hadiths of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They are very comprehensive in their meanings, but they are very short in their words. An entire ocean of knowledge Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam packed in these ahadiths. So the ulama say this is one of those comprehensive ahadiths of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Second thing, in the same context, if we want that our children should love us and should respect us, we should have equality amongst our different children. Sons or daughters, old or young, we should be equal in treatment, we should be equal in giving, we should be equal in attention. Something that happens unwittingly, unintentionally, Allah will forgive us. But consciously speaking, we should not do this. If it happens, or it has happened in the past, we still have time to make it up. There is a hadith of Tahawi. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sitting and a sahabi was sitting with him. He had a son and a daughter. He made his son sit on his lap and he made the daughter sit on the floor. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, why have you made one child sit on your lap and one child sit on the floor? Bring her up also on your lap. The ulama in the commentary of this hadith say maybe this was because of the mentality of the Arabs at that time, that they did not like to have girls. When a girl was born, it was not an occasion of happiness, it became an occasion of sorrow. To such an extent, they used to bury their daughters alive, which we all know from the seerah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So maybe this was the reason, or maybe without even paying any attention, he did like this, but right away Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam corrected it. So this tells us equally, everything should be equal in life. Sometimes this misunderstanding is कि लड़के के दो हिस्से हैं, लड़कियों का एक हिस्सा है. The misunderstanding is that the boy has twice the share as the girl. This is not in life. This is after death. Once the parents pass away, this is related to inheritance. ये जिंदगी के लिए उसूल नहीं है. ये उसूल विरासत का है माँ बाप के मरने के बाद. A sahabi came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, brought his young son, and he said, this is the son of my second wife, and I want to give him a hadiyah. And my wife said, go to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and make him a witness that you are giving this to my son. क्योंकि दो बीवियां थी, तो डर ये था कि पहली बीवी के बच्चों को मिलेगा, मेरे बच्चों को नहीं मिलेगा. Second wife wasn't so sure that maybe the children of the first wife would get the share in the inheritance. After that, he is still small, he might not get anything. So she said, make Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam a witness to this. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam inquired from him, have you given the same share to your other children also? He said, no. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, मैं गुनाह के काम पे गवाह नहीं बन सकता. I cannot become a witness on a sin. So this means this is a sin that you don't distribute the wealth in your lifetime. And though parents have a right, to do so, but Islam discourages this, because this sows the seed of contention and animosity between the brothers and sisters. Maybe in your lifetime they won't say anything, but after your life they will fight with each other. Just because my father gave you and loved you more, so now I don't want to talk to you. You deprive me of my right and my share. So this further tells us that everything should be equal, distribution should be equal, attention should be equal. And we should, whether it's our children at home, whether it's the children of our relatives, whether it's the children that come in the masjid, wherever on the streets, Abu Bakr radiallahu anh, it was the second or third day Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had passed away. Imagine the pain and the sorrow he would be in. It was such a huge loss for the Sahaba that Umar radiallahu anh wasn't able to digest it. We all know. He took out his sword and said, whoever says that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has passed away, I will kill him. He has gone to the skies as Musa alayhi salam went to Tur to see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to communicate with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It was the khutbah of Abu Bakr radiallahu anh that calmed him down. So second or third day after the demise of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ali radiallahu anh was with him. He left Masjid al-Nabawi after Asr Salah. Most probably Hussein radiallahu anhu, Hassan radiallahu anhu was playing. He picked him up and hugged him and kissed him. So imagine, in such a difficult situation, he did not forget that we should show love and care and mercy to our youngsters. Likewise, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Umama radiyallahu anha, her granddaughter, आपकी नवासी, Zainab radiyallahu anha की बेटी, the daughter of the oldest daughter of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Zainab radiyallahu anha. She was with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Time for Jamaat came in Masjid al-Nabawi. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam picked her up and carried her in salah and prayed the salah while holding her. When it was time for sajda, he used to place her on the floor, do the two sajdas, again stand up and again lift her up. Now just stop for a minute. I'll stop for a minute here. Does it allow us to carry our children in our hands while in salah? Some people misinterpret this hadith also, with due respect. This hadith does not allow us to do so. All the four imams are unanimous on this. Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi'i, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal rahimahumullah, that this was a specific situation where Zainab radiallahu anha was not in the house. He could not have dropped Umama back in the house, so that's why there was nobody to look after her. That's why he carried her. Otherwise, this is not the normal mas'ala, or should not be the normal practice. So nobody gets confused. That's why I just mentioned this thing. So this shows the treatment that we need to give to the children. Sure, this does not mean that we should not correct their mistakes. No, I'm not saying this. This does not mean that the parents cannot scold them. No, I'm not saying this. As they say in Urdu, sone ka niwala ho aur sher ki aankh ho. At the time of reprimanding, we should reprimand them. They should know that usul is usul, principle is principle. No matter my father loves me so much, but if I break the principle, I have to give the consequences. जो आप में बड़े बुजुर्ग बैठे हुए उनको पता है कि माँ बाप हमें डांटते थे, मारते भी थे, और फिर उसी दिन जाके आइसक्रीम भी लाते थे, और बच्चों को पता होता था कि आज कोई अच्छी चीज मिलेगी चूंकि हमें डांट पड़ी है. ये सीखने की चीजें हैं, याद रखने की चीजें हैं कि बच्चों की कैसे तरबियत होनी चाहिए. So I'm not saying that you should not correct their mistakes. Sure, mistakes need to be corrected, but a fine balance has to be created. We should not become so aggressive that we deprive them of their basic rights that Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam has afforded them. Whatever was said and heard, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the understanding of these things. Ameen. Brothers are requested, inshallah, to stand up, fill in the gaps, inshallah, and those who want to pray the sunnah can pray the sunnah then, inshallah. नियत बांधने से पहले अगर आगे की सफ़े में जगह है तो उसको पुर कर लें इंशाअल्लाह. Quickly, inshallah, if there is space in the saf in front of us, we move forward, inshallah. Jazakallah.